welcome back to W Social International. I am Alisha Chandrakar and today we are going to talk about financial technology. Financial technology used to be the back office support function for bankers and traders. Venture capitalists barely invested in this sector. Public companies in the industry were rarely compared to the high growth darlings of Silicon Valley. But things have changed dramatically. Over the last decade, private venture capital has skyrocketed, as has the share of investment dollars going into Fintech. Fintech has found its place in the innovation economy and it has grown so much that it has become increasingly difficult to tell the hype from the reality. Over the last several years, chatbots and artificial intelligence, blockchains and crypto assets, and many more things like robo-advisors and neobanks are myriad other digitalization symptoms have become buzzwords in the trade media. Large global banks spun up corporate ventures arms and digital incubators investing in acquiring or copying solutions from emerging companies. Globally, Eastern technology companies have launched messaging super apps with hundreds of millions of users and embedded financial services, outcompeting the potential of Western regulated justification. American tech firms dug in deep too, finding ways to provide financial products without touching the third rail of regulation. 2021 and beyond, in such a digitally active environment, the fintech sector can look forward to many new ways and norms to rule the roast in 2021 and beyond. Here are a few of the top slated ones accepted to define the fintech sector in the coming years. So first is contactless payment. This is the new payment model taking a cue from the COVID-19 situation, where social distancing was the one way to avoid the virus. The banking and the payment sectors have geared up for the contactless payment. The focus is on cashless payment. The industry is all set to integrate high-tech payments app and system to enable instant online payment with a Wish Cash. Many companies are actively hiring dedicated web developers to integrate the digital payment system in their businesses. Embedded finance will find many takers. Take the example of the biggies like Amazon and Uber. These are the trendsetters in the core areas of operation, and the way they have used embedded finance approaches to offer their customers delightful experience and worth watching. From payments to loans, insurance to mortgages, companies today are offering embedded services as if they can read your mind of the customers and offer them exactly what they need. Financial inclusion as a necessary part of the industry. The pandemic affected most part of the society, but the most affected were the people from poor economic background. In 2020, some great innovation led the way for financial inclusion to help the oppressed and poor. For example, in Brazil, there was an app in the Marica neighborhood that ensured that basic income was distributed to the residents they are using Mumbuka digital currency. Financial inclusion is a necessary part of the industry. The pandemic affected most part of the society, but the most affected were the people for poor economic background. In 2020, some great innovation led to way of financial inclusion to help the oppressed and poor. Newer partnerships, 2021 and the future will see a rise in collaborative efforts to ensure a healthy competitive landscape while emphasizing innovation. The fintech sector is going to expand as new players enter the landscape through robust partnerships. Banks, insurance companies, asset management companies, and all are looking at partnering with fintech companies so that digitalization becomes easier and faster for them. After fintech, watch out for regtech and wealthtech going a step forward. Fintech that stand for financial technology will see the evolution of regtech or regulatory technology, and wealthtech, that is wealth management technology. It necessarily means that legislators or regulators, financial and technology companies will come together to facilitate innovation. Accept these three industry players to work as three pillars to bring about a progressive change in the sector collaboratively. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I am Alisha Chandrakar and thank you for watching W Social International.